My name is Faiza Bradford. I work as the Senior Director for Antiracist Operations within a nonprofit organization. What I do is I work to streamline processes that advance those who have been historically furthest from education justice in our public education system. Between high school and now, I have counted that I've had 16 full-time jobs. As I started moving throughout my journey of work, was thrust into the corporate sector. Every place that I was at, I would constantly feel and see the injustices or the inequity that was present. I started working in public education in areas supporting diversity, equity, and inclusion, all with a bend towards serving students or being in service to students who have been most marginalized in our system. And so was thrust from corporate sector into the education sector. And then I've kind of flowed in and out of education institutions and the nonprofit sector. So I come from a robust, joyful, just a wonderful family. A single mother. She had 7 children. I also have 6 siblings. And with that, it was a lot of struggle as well. When I graduated high school, my mother still had 3 younger sons. And one of the things that she said to me at the time was, Faiza, you can either go to school or you can stay home with the boys. And I said, I'll go to school. The interesting thing about that is my mother and I both entered Bellevue Community College at the same time, and seeing, her follow through with her aspirations and goals, that was just really ingrained in me. And so it was just something that I just always persisted to do. I've had several turning points in my career where I just was convicted to do what it is that I do now in the way that I do it now. A lot of that had to do with the experiences that I either thought I was having, people of color were having, women were having, and experiencing inequities and injustice in workplaces. And I found this job, and it was to be the diversity assistant for Kent School District. My heart just began to become more and more malleable to the needs of and the strengths and the opportunities for students in the education system. And I continued to look for what were the greatest opportunities of impact that I could have in this system. There's so many things that I love about my job. I work with a wonderful group of people who are so impassioned about young people. One of the things that I absolutely love is that I was asked and I was encouraged to come and lead with race. It was something that I didn't have to suppress. So I get to say Black, I get to say pro-Black, to come every day leading with race and centering the community. That excites me every day. I recently gave my daughter a list and said, hey, these are things that you might want to think about as you think about what is it that you want to do? What's going to bring you joy? I call it working and serving from your core. What is it that you think you want to do? What are you good at? And because so oftentimes we don't recognize what we're good at. So what do other people say that you're good at? I think about what annoys you, like what just irks you, and then think about why it irks you, what saddens you, and why does that sadden you? What makes you feel most alive? And I think not only the what about what is that, but who's involved in that? Is it young people? Is it elderly, people with different abilities? So those are some prompts or some anchors that I think helps, and it has helped me within my career journey get to where I'm at now.